Buck Rogers. It's got everything in it, every ingredient. George made a movie that he wanted to see, not a movie that he thought the public would want to see, because if he thought that if he'd made a movie like that, we would be seeing a disaster film again or something like that, probably.
In touch with the Flash Gordons as well in this.
It's got whatever you want it to be. It's a pure entertainment. It's like a roller coaster ride, and it can be interpreted as long as you enjoy it, which is the intention of it.
Luke would never say that. I'm sorry. Well, in this version, see, I'm talking about the George Lucas Star Wars. This is the next generation of Star Wars. So I almost had to think of Luke as another character. Maybe he's Jake Skywalker. He's not my Luke Skywalker.
Something that George initially set out to do was a kind of 3-act saga with these 3 trilogies, and I think we felt that we should honor and respect that.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
He's not my Luke Skywalker. I said to Ryan, I said, Jedis don't give up. I mean, even if he had a problem, he would maybe take a year to try and regroup. But if he made a mistake, he would try and right that wrong. So right there, we had a fundamental difference.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
But I don't think they prepared me correctly. You know, in other words, you know, I went to training and, you know, I lost all this weight and did all these things. And I thought, I must be doing something physical if they're sending me to the gym twice a week and torturing me physically. But saying, oh, by the way, you know all that workout where you lost all the weight? You're going to have to turn and remove your hood. I thought, oh, I got to lie down for a minute.
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But it certainly surprised me to hear Luke say it's time for the Jedi to end. I said, what?
Yeah.
Luke was the most optimistic, hopeful character. And
Yes.
I had a real, sort of a back and forth with Ryan. I said, Ryan, a Jedi doesn't give up.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
A Jedi, if he does something wrong, he makes it right. Even if he's traumatized and goes away, he regroup within, 6 months, but 20, 30 years? And come on, that's a little bit overindulgent in my... When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character. Well, you're assuming that I train Ray.
Exactly. Sneaky.
Do I?
Sneaky.
I know, I have to be really careful. People say, was it difficult to pick up and wield a lightsaber again? And I go, do I pick up a lightsaber?
Is it difficult acting in this movie? Am
Well-
I in this movie?
I can promise you my part is twice as big as it was in Force Awakens.
Are you bummed that Luke didn't get sort of a reunion with Han Solo?
Absolutely. In fact, when I was reading it, I thought, if Leia's trying to mentally contact me and she's not successful, she'll rush to his aid. She'll get close to him and then get into some dire situation, and that's when I show up for a big yay, save her life. Then we rush to Han and are in the same position that Rey and Finn and Chewie are. Too late to save him, but witnesses. And I say, because it would carry so much emotional resonance into the next film. For us, his wife, his best friend to witness, instead of 2 characters that have known him, 20 minutes?
Fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Have you been keeping Ray's secret from the beginning? Did you know about the parentage? Tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No.
At the beginning, there was toying with like an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went, there were like different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one. And then it came to episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy. And I was like, awesome. And then 2 weeks later, he was like, oh, we're not sure. So it kept changing. So then even I was filming and I wasn't sure what the answer was going to be.
But this was incredible.
Fuck you!
Oh no! Oh no, this thing is in front of me. Oh no, but what's up all my Ewoks, Tribbles, Droids, and Wookiees? There we go. It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and oh my gosh. Today and last night has been crazy. So for those of you that did not watch my video from this morning, now, this is 6 months in the making, and I wanted to have everything, I wanted to have everything all organized and presented, so I've been taking a lot of screenshots, and usually I just keep them on my phone, but as you know, you need backup. So I've been, while I was waiting for this stream, I've been re-screenshotting everything and putting them in a folder, organized in order and numbered and named and all of that. Usually I'm more of a chaotic, organized chaos type of person. And it's, like on my wall, it's like, I know where everything is, but it's not, even with like the mild OCD that I have, it's all there. I know exactly where it is and I can see it. So me doing this and organizing and screenshot everything, it's like driving me crazy, but I've been doing it. And guess what? I didn't finish on time. That's what she said. So the way I'm going to do this stream today is I am going to be looking at the chat. I am. But understand that I'm going to try to present all of this information as, I wouldn't say as simply as possible, but I guess I should say as organized as possible. So let me just, if you missed the video from earlier, I am going to do a little recap on it, but the link for it is, it's in the description of this video. It's also like the last video that came out on my channel. So 6 months ago, this project launched called Project Stardust. And what was this project? This project, if you do not know, if you want to know, it was created by Star Wars fans, and what their mission was to create a safe space for women to talk about Star Wars, specifically using terminology saying that women usually have to ask for permission to be Star Wars fans, and that women have never had a safe space or a platform to talk on before. Now, me having this platform for years, my platform just didn't start 6 months ago. I've had it for years. And I mean, personally, I think that's pretty insulting to a lot of women. And well, let's just be honest. It's insulting to all women to imply that we never had a platform and we never had a safe space to talk before, and that we never were able to be part of a fandom without asking for permission. Unless you're going to join like a board game or, a group of people that are already established, I've never met anyone that needs to ask for permission. If I want to go to a party that's Star Wars themed, yeah, I might, if I don't know the person, I already wasn't invited, I might have to ask permission to go to do that, right? If I'm, maybe not the right age to do something, I might have to ask permission from my parents to go see a certain rated movie. That's the kind of stuff you ask for permission for. As far as being a fan, I've never seen anyone in any fandom that has to ask for permission to be fans. So, I mean, like I said before, it's like, and if you've seen the stuff that's going down on Twitter, if you don't want to be called a liar, then don't say lies. Saying that women have had to ask for permission to be Star Wars fans, and if you had a certain situation that was very, very, very specific and you have, evidence to back that up, that's a different story. But making the declaration that women have always had to ask permission to be Star Wars fans, that's a lie. And if you don't want to be called a liar, then don't lie. It's simple. And thank you everyone for sending super chats. I do appreciate it. I need to explain this situation a little bit more, and then I will get to that in a certain segment of this live stream. Also, there's over 700 people. Please smash the like button. I appreciate that. Okay, now what else happened? Okay, so got a little derailed right there. So, and again, if you want a more organized explanation of this, go watch my video from earlier. So then what happened? Everyone was losing their mind on the internet. Everyone I saw on Twitter was like, what the hell? Women don't have to ask for permission to be Star Wars fans, and called it like it is, just like I did. That's a lie. And everyone explained why that is a lie. And why, again, a lie is when you're not telling the truth, right? Yeah, so that's not true. Therefore, it is a lie. I have to keep reiterating this because apparently people on the internet do not know that definition. So me, along with many other people, did videos on this and talked about this. And I did a video 6 months ago. And I think it's called Exposing Project Stardust or something like that. I need to pull it up. But so in this video, I go and I look into the person that tweeted about this, the person that created it. It's this girl named Meg. Now, I looked at Meg, I looked at her page, I looked at the information about her, I looked at her tweets, and I thought that there was something interesting about her tweets. And again, all of this is in the video. I just don't have it up playing for you. But if you want to go watch this for the evidence, it's all right there in those videos if you want visual evidence. I was out of town. I was at my father's house, and I was recording it on my phone, pointing at my iPad, just the way Ethan did. So it's all in that video. So I'm scrolling through her timeline, right? And I find something that's interesting. For somebody that has a 1,000 followers on Twitter, all of her older posts were only getting 1 to 2 likes. And then you see this Project Stardust with this big controversy, and all of a sudden there's all of these likes, all of these retweets, all of these comments. And I was like, that's interesting. And in her description, she had links to things that she had done. So I decided, hey, I have this magical tool called Google. I want to go and see who this person is that's making these ridiculous claims and, just blatantly saying lies on the internet, especially on Twitter, making declarations in voice of all women, because she's the spokesperson for all women, right? So I look her up, and guess what? She has a YouTube channel. And not only does she have a YouTube channel, she's had a YouTube channel and she's been posting videos for at least 9 years, right? And so in my video, I show that, and I say, it's interesting that you say that women don't have a safe, women don't have a safe space, women don't have a platform, women need to ask to be Star Wars fans. But then I go on her channel, and it's like, well, it looks to me like that's a lie, because even for her personally to be saying this, because you've had a platform, you've been posting videos for 9 years. I think it was made in 2008. So yeah, it's more than 9 years. But as far as when she started posting videos, because even my channel, if you go back and look at when it was created, this was connected to my Gmail. Obviously, that's, how YouTube works. But so I had to create or, make a YouTube channel, not to make content. But when I was in college, we had to upload like our projects and stuff. And so that way we could comment on our instructors' videos that were, in unlisted groups and stuff. And so that's why my channel, my personal, if you go and look at the about section, it says, it was made 2012, 2013. But obviously I haven't been making videos since 2012 or 2013. So for this, I go off of when her first video was. So it was 9 years old. That was the first video that she had. So she's had a platform, a safe space, if you will, for 9 years. No one was bothering her. No one. And I looked, to my recollection, I can't remember if I saw a Star Wars video, but I did see a Captain America video. And so I looked at it. There was no hate comments. I don't think there was any likes or I don't think that there was any dislikes. I think there might have been 1 or 2 likes on it. But she was talking about Captain America. Okay, I don't think she had to ask to be a fan of Captain America. I think it was a Winter Soldier review or something like that. But so I don't think she had to ask permission to be a Marvel fan. You know, she had a safe space to explain her feelings about Captain America Winter Soldier on her YouTube channel. So and then I went and I looked, and again, 9 years of posting videos, only 73 subscribers. And so I pointed this out. I said, it's funny that you have to make this declaration on Twitter to purposely word it a certain way to piss off people for attention, because a dog is a dog, a goose is a goose. If we all know what you're doing, we're not stupid. I can follow the little breadcrumbs through the forest. I can. So you had 9 years of posting videos, speaking your piece in your safe space. Nobody was bothering you. You had this platform, and it wasn't getting any attention. Okay. So then you decide that, hey, let's make up this lie that women have to ask permission to be Star Wars fans, and women need this safe space. And then somebody like me, a woman, yes, I'm a girl, by the way. I'm a woman. Trust me. Been a woman my whole freaking life. Had to deal with all of that. I remember when I was a little kid and, a little girl, and I loved princesses and Star Wars. And what did my mom do? She hacked off my hair so I looked like a boy. And I got tired of everyone going, oh, what a cute little boy. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking boy. I'm a girl. My mom just hacks off all my hair. I have a Spock haircut. My bangs, I'm not even kidding you, it went all the way back past my ears. I told my dad, I'm like, why did you let mom do that to me and my sisters? Why? And he's just like, I wasn't home when she did it. It's like, mom. Anyways, excuse me. What happens when you talk too much? Anyways, so what do I do? I do all this on a video, and I record everything, and I show in my video me scrolling through her YouTube channel, and me in the video I point out, I'm like, it's funny. You made up this narrative that women have never had a platform, that women need a safe space, and that women have to ask for permission. But ironically, you've had a platform for 9 years. You've had a safe space for 9 years. Nobody ever bothered you, and I don't think you ever asked anyone for permission. Maybe your parents. I think that's the extent of it, is you might have to ask your parents if you're really little and you want to watch a movie, and if they think that it's going to give you nightmares or something like that. That's not asking to be a fan, though. That's, asking for parental consent on, if you show like a 3-year-old Jaws, are they going to be traumatized for the rest of their life for what, going there? Maybe a little kid might get too scared. Maybe that your kid is a little sensitive and they might get afraid of Darth Vader. I know that happened because one of my cousins couldn't watch Star Wars with me because my aunt knew that they would get too scared of Darth Vader, which is completely fine. That's why a lot of people don't watch it until they're older. Again, that's not asking for permission to be a fan. That's, parents making the parental judgment call on whether or not their kid is able to handle that kind of stuff, which is completely fine. Again, that's not asking for permission to be a fan. So all of these things that she's claiming weren't true, even for her in her own experience, which I thought was pretty hypocritical. I am complete bullshit, by the way. I thought it was complete bullshit that you're going around spreading these kind of, these lies, these blatant lies that you created to make this narrative. And so again, remember what I said a little bit earlier? I looked at all of the likes on her older posts, like even the one the day before, it had 1 like, and then the one above had all of these likes, all of these retweets, all of these comments, all of these quote tweets. Because what did they do? She created a narrative and worded it in a very strategic way to piss people off, to get attention. She's a writer. Remember, a majority of her videos on her channel were all about writing and how to be a writer and all of that, which, you know what? Good for you. If you have the motivation and you have that drive within you and you have these stories within you that you just need to tell and share with the world, more power to you. I respect that immensely because I like to tell stories. I'm not the best writer, that has to do with dyslexia and stuff like that. I love reading though. As far as telling a story, I think I'm better when I'm, presenting it in this kind of manner, or, drawing sequential art. That's the way I like to tell storytelling. Even heck, explaining to someone whatever my story is like they're watching a movie. I like doing that. As far as writing and sitting down and, getting that stuff done, my brain is like, I mean, I can't even keep up with how fast, I'm thinking to type it. So, I have a lot of respect for people that can sit down and write books and novels and articles and stuff when it's actually, when there's actually integrity in it and it's not a bunch of lies. So that being said, I mean, heck, maybe she's doing all of this to write a fiction book, which I mean, it'll be interesting to see what she comes up with. And I, aside from her stuff on Twitter, I've never read her work. I've just listened to a few podcasts where she's done interviews, but anyways, and, seen obviously the Twitter. Now, where was I? Oh, the likes and stuff, the clout. Okay. So she did all, it's very blatant. Everyone can see this on the internet. Everyone can see again, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what she did and to see this narrative that they were trying to paint. You could say, hey, me and, my friends or my colleagues were creating this website and, it's for A, B, and C, and this is our goal for A, B, and C. You're welcome to join if you like. Here's the link. You don't have to make up these lies and create this false narrative to piss people off to get attention so that way you can play the victim, which is all she's been doing. Ever since that, it's like, this is the thing that blows my mind. It's like, okay, if you attack someone and then they, respond defending themselves and then you go and cry the victim, it's like, no, you're not the victim. It's like when you have a dog and you pull its tail and the dog turns around and bites you. It's not the dog's fault that, you pulled its tail and it responded. It's your fault. And that's exactly what she did. She pulled the dog's tail and she's screaming the victim because the dog bit her. And I don't know why this concept is lost on so many people. And I say this time and time again, if breathing wasn't a reflex, so many people would be dead. Now, again, I've compiled all of these tweets and I'm going to show you all of them, but I'm almost done with this story, so bear with me. So then I released my video showing her YouTube channel, right? Showing all of the 9 years worth of videos where she's had a safe space and all of that. And then what does she do? I bet you and the people in the chat know. Oh my gosh, guess what she does? She wipes her entire channel. And I found out because people started posting screenshots because I showed my video, right? And I showed clips of my video of me showing her channel. All of the sudden, people that follow me on Twitter were like, oh my God, like she had this many videos. I think it was 173 videos. And now there's zero because she went and she privated all of them. And I was like, wow, okay. So you didn't like the fact that I called you out and I exposed your lie because you're trying to paint this narrative. And I apologize. I have to continuously reiterate this point. She's trying to paint this narrative. Again, women have to ask permission to be Star Wars fans. There's never been a safe space or platform for women. What did she have? She didn't have to ask for permission to be a fan. She had a safe space and a platform for 9 years. What did I do? I showed that. And I showed how that contradicted what she was saying and what she was trying to preach to the world. And she didn't like that. So what did she do? She went and hid the evidence. And then what else did she do that I just learned? She also reported my video for harassment, right? And again, this was 6 months ago. I only found out yesterday that she reported my video 6 months ago for harassment. And then she goes and ats YouTube. Let me see if I can find the screenshot where she's just like, oh, I don't like being called this. And I specifically said to her, I'm like, if you don't like being called a liar, then don't lie. It's that simple, Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Let me see this. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, well, here's one. Let me show you guys. So this is, I was taking screenshots. I could easily show you guys on Twitter, but I had a feeling that all of this was going to disappear. Okay, so this was her tweet, right? Hey, YouTube, why is this video still up over 6 months after I originally reported it for harassment? There are certain things I'd never like to hear myself referred to ever again. Thanks. Now, I need to reiterate this. somebody going, what I found everyone had access to on the internet. It was on her Twitter, which is public. It was on her YouTube, which is public. If you don't want people seeing your stuff or seeing the stuff that you're posting, don't put it on the internet. It's that simple. And if you want to lie and you don't want the facts used against you, maybe don't have the evidence out there publicly on the internet, because what I found, everyone else was able to find as well. I just found it first and I just made a video on that part first, right? Because then after I made my video again, I didn't know that she had privated all her videos on her channel. I found out because of the comments that I was tagged and that people were showing how she privated all of her videos, right? And so the worst thing that I called her, I read some things, right? And I think in the initial video, I read my tweet, which was saying, you disgust me that you're, saying that all women are this weak-willed and something along those lines. I am paraphrasing. Again, that's not, it's me expressing my opinion. That's not harassment. Going and, putting the puzzle pieces together is not harassment. Calling for somebody to be deplatformed for showing and providing evidence that was publicly available online, this is harassment. And I guess she did it 6 months ago, and now she's campaigning all over Twitter to do it again. So, yeah, guys, I know I spelled liars incorrectly in the title. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry. I tried to fix it. So, let me, my dog's looking at me on the floor right now like I'm crazy. But hello, there's over 1,000 people watching. Welcome to this insanity. Please smash the like button. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Now, where was I? Okay, so yeah, so I found out. So what happened? So what happened yesterday was, so let me get this in order. Let me get it in order because I have all the screenshots. So yesterday, after all of that, right? Okay, I just explained the context that happened 6 months ago. So then yesterday, what happened? I hadn't thought about Meg in months. And then yesterday, she came back on my radar. Why, you might ask? Well, she did this post about women needing protection again, right? Women need protection against men because men are evil. Men are bad, right? Okay, so let me show you. So this is what she posted, and I saw somebody that I follow comment on it and retweet it. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So this is what she said. This is what she said yesterday. It's not that men don't want women in Star Wars or the fandom. They just want to control which women they think should be allowed to exist in their space. If I have to explain to you why that's wrong, you're part of the problem. And small. And then she had this follow-up. And again, there's this new function on Twitter where you only set like people that you follow are allowed to reply to you. So then this is what she, commented on her initial thing. Whenever I call out the way certain people treat women here, the most common response I get is, "We love women," followed by carefully a curated list of female characters they like. No, honey, you're still not getting it. Well, here's the thing, because I don't think she understands, for a writer, I don't think she understands the word that she's actually saying, because look at what this says. I'm going to read you this sentence again. They just want to control which women they think should be allowed to exist in their space. That's coming from a woman who doesn't want another woman to have a platform to speak, meaning me. She's not okay with me having a platform. And I'll show you the other tweets where she's calling for a mass. She wants everyone to be deplatformed. She says people like me are dangerous and we need to have our platforms taken away. And she tries to manipulate the people that follow her. She says, if you care about me, you will stand up and you will go and you will, you will join this targeted harassment campaign against me and people like me, and we need to get them all deplatformed. So it's funny because she's not actually practicing what she's preaching. And again, here, if you take out this, you take out the word men and you just put, women, because here's something that's going to blow people's mind. Every single problem in the world is not a man's fault. I'm sorry if that blows your fucking mind. If that blows your mind, I'm sorry. You need to grow up. Yes, certain problems can be a man's fault in your life, but not every single problem in the world is created by a man. I'm sorry. If that hurts your feelings, you need to grow up again. Now, women can do some shady fucking shit too. Women have caused a lot of problems throughout time. Heck, I can go and pull out one right off the top of my head. Oh, remember that little thing called the Trojan War? What was that over? Oh, it was over a woman leaving her husband. And yes, there could be other political ramifications from that. There's different iterations of the story. But guess what? Helen, unless she was a fucking idiot, she knew what she was doing when she went with, what's his name, Paris? When she got on that ship and she left. She knew the consequences that her husband and his brother are, two hotheads that have been waiting for years to start a war with this other country. So what did she do? She only cared about herself and the fact that she wants to bang this other dude. And so she got on a boat knowing that during that because she did that, hundreds, if not thousands of people were going to die. And you could say, you can come up with any excuse for her in the book. I'm just presenting you a fact. Do I feel bad for her because she was in an arranged marriage? Yes, of course. That sucks. Being, your life partner being somebody that you resent, that's terrible. I don't wish that upon anyone. Yes, times are different back then. At the same time, though, I'm like, you lived in a fucking castle. You had all of these other things that people back then didn't have. It's like at one point, I am sympathetic. At the other point, I'm like, I'm in 2021, and she probably had it better than I did, except I got vaccinated for, diseases, and I'm not going to catch hepatitis or anything like that. So, I got that upper, but as far as everything else, it's like, and again, that's just off the top of my head. Paris didn't kidnap her. There's different versions where he kidnapped her and where she went with him willingly, depending on who you heard. I've heard more. Out of all the renditions of that story, I've heard more is that she went with him willingly. So, you can go and pull up history books. I've read different stories from different history books. It depends on who's writing it at that point. But anyways, back to my point, because I'm digressing a little bit. Again, let me get back to this statement. Anna thinks it's a true story. I'm just using an example that everyone in the world will know. Like when I use this example, right? And I love this thing because it says, don't let ice cream melt while you're counting somebody else's sprinkles. Now, this is just a cute saying I found on the internet, but guess what? Everyone in this audience can relate to that because I'm sure everyone in this audience has had ice cream and knows exactly what this statement is meaning, right? So I'm just telling you a story that I know everyone knows so that way everyone can understand what I'm meaning, right? Right? And at the end of the day, when you actually look back at mythology and, certain stories like fables and stuff like that, and you go back and, everyone knows these stories and everyone can relate to these stories. And it's a way to communicate with people from, different cultures, different ethnicities, and a way for all of us to come together on this one understanding. Because it's like the boy that cried wolf. Did anyone care that it was a boy? No. Did anyone care what that boy's ethnicity was? No. But guess what? We all understand the story. We all know that story, the boy who cried wolf. And what happened to the boy at the end of the story? He gets eaten by the wolf because he lied too many times and people stopped believing him. So what happened when it actually happened? Nobody came to rescue him, so he got eaten. Is that story true? I'm sure that something like that happened once in history. I'm sure it didn't happen exactly that way, but it's a story that we all know, that we can all relate to, and we can all understand, and we can all, sympathize with. So anyways, back to this drama. So again, let me just reinstate this because I feel like it's been a while since I read this. It's not that men don't want women in Star Wars or the fandom. They just want to control which women they think should be allowed to exist in their space. So get rid of the word men. Let's just get rid of that. I would say I would change this out with certain people. It's not that certain people don't want women in Star Wars or the fandom. They just want to control which women they think should be allowed to exist in their safe space. And that's exactly what's happening, right? Because this girl doesn't like me. Before I did my video 6 months ago, before she made that post, I didn't know she existed. And since those 6 months, again, I haven't thought about her at all. I haven't. She has no effect on my day-to-day life until there's a mass, targeted harassment campaign against me. Then that does directly affect my life. Anyways, so what she's doing is she doesn't like, back 6 months ago, she didn't like that she got caught with me showing that she had this safe space, that she didn't have to ask permission to be a fan, that she's been a fan without any of those made up obstacles that, again, she made up. She didn't like that I exposed that. So what did she do? She hid all of her videos. And yeah, I guarantee you she'll probably use the excuse, oh, well, I didn't want people commenting on them. And I didn't want people harassing my videos. And it's like, well, I mean, there's going to be some trolls out there. There are going to be some assholes, but I'm pretty sure a majority of people, 99.9% of people have better things to do with their day than go and comment on every single one of her videos. Yes, there might be a couple trolls. I get them. I do. If you want to see some of the vile shit that people tweet or comment on my videos, go follow me on Twitter. You'll see them. It's all there. I post it. I take those screenshots and I post it. But so she hid the evidence. She didn't like that. Then again, she comes back onto my radar because she says something like this. And what do? Oh my gosh, I call her out. And I say what I said 6 months ago. You're a liar. This is a ridiculous narrative. You're calling out men for something that they have not done. And if you want to make these accusations against men, and specifically certain men, show the receipts. Show when a man has done this to you. When a man has specifically gatekept a woman from being part of the Star Wars fandom. Show that to me. Because I guarantee you, if you show that, if that actually happened, if you have the evidence, everyone's going to be on your side. Nobody will deny that happened if you had evidence, right? But so she's not. She's making up this ridiculous statement and she's not practicing. Excuse me. This is what happens when you talk too much. This is what happens when you don't practice what you preach. Because look at this sentence. They just want to control which women they think should be allowed to exist in their safe space. Remember that. Now let me pull this up. Where is it? Where's the D? This is what happens when you have too many freaking screenshots. Here we go. Okay. 1 second ago, remember, they're not okay with women existing in their safe space or whatever, with women existing in their space. But then what does she do? Hey, YouTube, let's report a woman who has a platform, who all she did was connect the dots and follow, which were all a Google search away. Let's deplatform her. Let's go on this mass, harassment campaign against her, a targeted harassment campaign against her. And then even after this, go and talk more about how, hey, we need to get all of these people deplatformed. Now let me pull up those tweets. I have them. Oh, where are they? Oh, and then also, everyone, she's going on some podcast later to talk more about this. Here's one of my screenshots. So this was me obviously responding, so you can see that, but let me zoom in to show her stuff. So she says, deplatform these people. They're dangerous and shouldn't have the amount of reach they've been allowed. So again, remember her statement earlier that men are suppressing women. Men don't want women to have a platform. But what is she doing? She's saying, and she never acknowledges me, by the way. She talks in this big picture type of thing, never once naming me or acknowledging me, but her entire Twitter feed is just her crying about me, right? So she says, deplatform these people. They're dangerous and shouldn't have the amount of reach they've been allowed. Okay, so I built this platform, right? I've had a lot of help. I've had a lot of great advice. But at the end of the day, people, it's like the saying about the fish, right? If you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach a man how to fish, he'll eat forever. So what happened? I made friends on YouTube. But before I made friends on YouTube, I posted my video, the first video ever on my channel, which was me giving an honest review of The Last Jedi. Now, that video did very well for somebody who didn't even have I didn't even have any subscribers. And then everyone started commenting on the video asking, where are my other videos? And I'm like, I literally just made this video so I could send it to my family members that are asking me why I didn't like The Last Jedi. I rarely even watched YouTube before I was on it. You know, if something was broken, I would watch YouTube. If I needed, you know, to learn a skill like how to do a certain art technique, I would watch a YouTube video on it. But I wasn't somebody that avidly watched YouTube channels. I was never on YouTube because guess what? I didn't have time. I didn't have time to watch videos. So when I posted it and I got the reaction I did, I was shocked. And then I did another video which did even better than the first video, and they've still done very, very well. But I mean, I had over 100,000 views on a video, and I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers. And that, again, that was before I met people like Jeremy. And so then what happened? People commented on my videos and they said, Anna, you need to go and you need to meet Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers because you guys, you know, we think that you guys would get along really well. So what happened? I reached out to Jeremy. He, you know, showed my second video on his channel, which I did appreciate. I didn't know that he was going to do that exactly. I thought he was just going to clip certain segments, but he showed the whole damn thing, which I was like, whoa, really? That's a long ass video for your channel. And even back then, Jeremy didn't even have the platform that he had. He only had 30,000 subs, if that. And so he gave me a lot of great advice. And he told me, you should make more videos. And I told him, I'm like, I'm working. I don't have time. I really don't have time. And so I would make videos when I did have time about certain topics that I felt very strongly about. And so again, yeah, he gave me advice on how to name things correctly, what kind of tags to put on my videos, you know, maybe what I should put in my description. And then I learned. You know, somebody gives you the basics and you learn. You know, somebody teaches you the ABCs and then you remember, you learn the ABCs, you remember them, and then you utilize them in everyday life, which is what I did. And then since then, I've made a lot of friends down the way. And I'm really appreciative of it because it's, you know, I've said this plenty of times. Once I started meeting all these people, I had never really met people that liked Star Wars to the extent that I had. And so it was like I found all this community of people that felt the same way I did and loved the same things I did. And it was like this turning point in my life where I was like, I finally have that feeling of where I'm supposed to be. And I'm with kindred spirits. And I finally found my place where I belong. And it, you know, it's that moment, you know, where I just remember, you know, just being completely overjoyed. And I got to the point in my professional career where I was able to manage doing YouTube more and manage my career more. And I got this great job opportunity. So I took it. And again, I've always been freelance. So I've always been working from home. And so this job opportunity just gave me that extra where it's like, I'm not on a schedule where I have to do certain hours of the day. Now it just, whenever I get it done, I send it. And if I have a time limit, maybe I cut back on YouTube a little bit. But again, I had this great job opportunity. I took it. And it not only is it a great job opportunity for me in my professional career, it also allowed me to have more time doing YouTube and being in this community. Again, it's like, okay, I got to get this drawing or this painting done or whatever, you know, it is my boss needs for the client. Okay, I get it done as long as it's done by the deadline and it's to, you know, the quality that my boss wants and the client wants, everything is good. So that's why I have time. Oh, there's a random live stream. Oh, I can jump on that. Oh, this news dropped. Okay, I can do a video on that. So it just worked out. And it was one of those things where life and the pieces in life just started falling together in a great way. So again, back to this, because I built that, because I built my platform and I've been doing this for years. I've had a safe space for years. I've never had to ask for permission. And I'm a woman who in every single video is voicing my opinion. And people, oh my God, people can respect honesty. Oh my God, people respect it when people do research and present that research. Oh my God. And because of that, I've grown my platform and I've gained, you know, a very large following, which thank you everyone who is in this community. I sincerely appreciate it. But so she doesn't like that. You know, I'm a woman that did all of those things. She doesn't like that at all. She thinks that I need to be deplatformed, even though everything that I just explained that I did is what she allegedly wants and respects, and she wants that for all women. But me, a woman that did all of those things, she wants to platform because I don't have the right thing. I'm dangerous to her because guess what? I care more about the truth. I don't have anyone to please except for myself and my audience. And, you know, sometimes I say things that my audience doesn't like my opinion on The Mandalorian. A lot of people didn't like or don't like that, don't like the way I feel about it. So guess what? I just didn't do reviews of The Mandalorian. I'm like, all right, well, this is how I feel. And if people ask me about it in a live stream, I'm more than happy to talk about it. But my audience doesn't want, you know, me ripping, you know, The Mandalorian to shreds and reviews. And personally, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to do videos on The Mandalorian. I don't think it's worth my time. I could do more productive videos. And, you know, just, again, doing my research, finding things and putting that together because I enjoy that. I really do. I like, you know, in my own little way being Batman and going and researching things and putting all the puzzle pieces together and following the breadcrumbs on leads and stuff. I really enjoy that. So I would rather do videos where I'm doing that kind of stuff, where I said in my other video, it's called investigative journalism. I guess, yeah, this isn't journalism, but I guess it's an investigative type of YouTube. I like doing that kind of stuff. So why would I do a video where I'm doing a review of a show that I didn't enjoy, that a lot of my audience did, and it's just me not being passionate about something? And like, if I don't want to make that video, chances are my audience isn't going to want to watch that video, because if I don't care about it, why should my audience? So that's why I didn't make that kind of stuff. So again, the only people I have to please is myself and my audience. And I think I know them pretty well. I think I know you guys pretty well, right? Anyways, you'll see right here, Disney sir says, unpopular opinion, but I really like The Mandalorian. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I like Baby Yoda. I love Baby Yoda. That's the only thing I really, well, I mean, there are other aspects of The Mandalorian I liked. Like, I really did like when Bo-Katan came in. And there are certain things that I did like. And I like that they finally answered why he isn't allowed to take off his helmet. I'm like, thank you, because that was a huge plot hole in season 1 that I couldn't ignore, because I've watched the Clone Wars and I watched Rebels. So there are certain things that I like. I liked that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni proved that they are able to present these things that could be huge lore issues, and they're able to answer that later with a setup explanation. I liked that. It made me have a little bit more faith in their storytelling abilities as far as Star Wars and having to deal with this massive universe and all of this lore. And then, of course, I was completely heartbroken and irritated beyond belief. And I did an hour-long live stream where they were like, oh, hey, we're in the Outer Rim. That's apparent. What? Fuck. I just blanked on the name. Oh, my God. Tython. Oh, my God. I just had a total brain fart. Where they have Tython in the Outer Rim. And I'm like, no, it's not. Tython is not in the Outer Rim. Like, any Star Wars person, fan that has read a book or has read certain books, I should say, or played the video games can tell you, and I'm pretty sure a majority of the people that are working on Star Wars, I hope, could have told you Tython is a deep core planet. It's not in the Outer Rim. Something like that irritates me to my very core, because that's not something that somebody should have missed and gotten wrong for the show. But that's just me. And again, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like me talking about that. But again, if I feel passionately about something, I'll talk about it, which is why I did a live stream on that. And I pissed off a lot of my audience because they didn't like to hear that. And some people did like to hear it. So, you know, you pick them and choose them. And again, that was a long tangent, but let's get back to this. So again, she's calling for me to be deplatformed, even though I did everything that she claims that she wants a woman to do. That she claims that she wants all of this for women. And then let me zoom down, because I think there's more. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, that was the blocked thing, because I was blocked. So I think that this is just extremely contradictory. But again, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. I feel like I might have to just pull up my damn Twitter and show everyone. Also, everyone, there is over 1,200 people watching. Please smash a like button. I would sincerely appreciate it. Let me pull up. I should have just kept that one up and just gone through here. Oh, here we go. So I'll just go through my screenshots at this point and show you guys until I find what I want. So this was one of the screenshots that the person found. So this was her after I made my video, my initial video 6 months ago, and her crying about it. And then, you know, people saying that you're fake narrative and showing her videos and stuff in the screenshot. I have the link to this tweet if anyone wants it. So again, hypocrisy 101. And one thing I hate about sharing photos on here is once you zoom in, you can't do anything other. Let's see. Oh, here's one. This is fun. This is fun, guys. So what does she do here? You guys can help by going here and reporting without giving the video any clicks. So she had a link to go. This was her mass calling for everyone to report my video. So since we're live, you know what I'm just going to do? I have these pulled up on incognito. So let me just pull it up. I guarantee you, though, the reason why I was like massively taking screenshots is I bet you what's going to happen is all of these are just going to magically disappear, or her Twitter is going to magically become protected. How much you guys want to bet? By the time that my stream is over, or probably in the middle of me doing this, hers will have gone protected. Okay, so here we go. Incognito window. So I have some of these pulled up. So let's see. This is her complaining about Whammon again. Let's see. That I think is about Whammon. That was the initial one where she's, you know, crying about it. Let's just go to her page. So this is Meg's page. Now, she had me blocked after I pointed out the fact that she was lying, and her calling for like the mass flagging of me. So, oh, she also is threatening screenshots, but then every single screenshot that she's posted is of people's comments. And guess what? She blocks out the name, which is fine if you're worried about people's security. But again, if they have their name out on the internet, I mean, it's public. If they have their names on Twitter, show it, you know? So here we go. So she's, you know, doing all of that. Let me find. Oh, so here it is. Here it is. Let me make that bigger so you guys can see it. Oh, wrong thing I'm trying to zoom into. Let's do that. Oh, shit. There we go. What the hell did I just do? Sorry, guys. My StreamYard is being all funky on me. There. No? Okay. There we go. Let's zoom in over here. So here it is. So this was her adding YouTube saying, hey, we need to remove, like, hey, YouTube, why is this video still up over 6 months after I originally reported it for harassment? There are certain things I'd never like to hear myself referred to as ever again. Thanks. Again, if you don't want to be referred to as a liar, then don't lie. It's that simple. So then she has this here, and it says, you can help by going here and reporting without giving the video any clicks. Somebody pointed out, which I thought was ironic, it's like, oh, you want people to report a video without watching it? That seems totally sane. You know, that seems normal. And so, you know, here's all these people saying that they reported it, and then there's some other people calling her out for harassment, which it is. That was 100% targeted harassment. Let's zoom. Oh, fucking A. I keep zooming out on the wrong page. So then she's retweeting. What is this too? Oh, here we go. Here's something funny. These are her comments up. Tell me again how women in this fandom aren't harassed and that I'm a liar. You are. Okay, I already showed how she's a liar. She is 100% harassing a woman, me. I know the fact that I'm a woman is problematic, and I'm going to make myself bigger for this. I know that people don't like the fact that I'm a woman. I can't change the way I was born, and I'm completely happy with being a woman. I'm fine with it. I've come to terms with it. I like aspects of being a woman. I'm completely happy with being a woman. Heck, even on Twitter and on YouTube, my name is That Star Wars Girl. You know why my name is That Star Wars Girl? Is because my entire life I was called That Weird Star Wars Girl. A majority of the time it was a derogatory term. So I that never changed my love for Star Wars. It just helped me point out who the assholes were. And so when I figured out, oh my gosh, my videos are getting traction, this is happening, I guess I'm going to make more, I thought, what should I name my channel? what I've been called my entire life. I've always been called that Star Wars girl. I've been called that weird Star Wars girl. So I'm just going to embrace that name that people used to use to hurt me, and I'm going to embrace it. And I'm going to make, people sorry that they ever use that as a derogatory term for me. So my channel and everywhere else on my platforms are called that Star Wars girl. People on Twitter just hate the fact that I'm a girl and they refuse to read my name. So they always try to misgender me, saying I'm a man. And I'm like, but if I misgender you on accident, you'll report me to Twitter and I'll get put in Twitter jail. But all of these weirdos constantly misgender me because they are so terrified that a woman isn't bending the knee to them, isn't the right thing, because they have this mentality that if you don't agree with me, they're a lot like the Sith. It's their way or the highway. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. That's exactly how they think. They're just like the Sith. So the second that they say, well, all women are like this, all women think like this, we need to protect all women. And then I'm over here like, hey, I'm a hobbit. I'm a very small human. I'm not physically imposing in any way unless you're a child. And if that, I'm not going to hurt a child. If you're a small animal, maybe, like all the fucking lizards in my yard right now, because my yard is overswarming with lizards, which I'm like, could you at least catch the crickets if you're going to swarm my yard, lizards? But anyway, I guess that's the only thing I'm physically imposing to any other human. They're going to look at me and think I could sneeze and it'll blow you over because I'm such a small person, right? I'm a hobbit. I'm not joking when I say that. I'm literally a hobbit. And somebody was like, do you have hairy feet? And I'm like, yes, I do. Yeah, I tweeze it or I shave my feet because I'm Portuguese and I'm covered in hair. It takes a lot of work to not be Bigfoot, even though I'm not big enough to be. It takes a lot of work to not be an Ewok every day. Maybe I should rephrase that. Anyways, back onto this. Let me take a drink. That's an insult to the Sith Anna. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Anna the Lizard Queen. Oh, God. Let's see. Talking so much, it makes you lose your breath. My throat's really dry now. What was I saying? Oh yes. Tell me again how women in this fandom aren't being harassed and that I'm a liar. I've already explained multiple times how this woman is a liar. The only woman that is getting harassed is me. The only one that has a targeted harassment campaign right now, currently mass flagging her channel and her videos, is me. And I have never called for the mass flagging or harassment of another woman or her videos. The only time I've ever had a problem is with somebody stealing content, right? I've never said, hey, go harass this person. And I don't condone that. I've said plenty of times, if you see somebody lying online and you want to fact check them, you're more than welcome to do that. If you feel like you want to take time out of your day to go fact check someone, I'm not your mother. I'm not going to tell you no. And it's not my place to dictate what another person does or doesn't do with their time in their life. So, if and plenty of people have gone and commented on her. I never told them to. I'm not responsible for what other people do. The only person I'm responsible for their actions is myself. And if I have children one day, I'll be responsible for them until they turn 18, and it will be my job as a parent to teach them. If I'm taking my dog for a walk and my dog, goes number 2 on somebody's lawn, I'm responsible for that because that's my dog and it's my job to take care of my dog. Everyone else, you're an adult, you're responsible for your own actions. If you're a child, then your parents are responsible and you're also held accountable. Let's see. And again, I've said plenty of times in plenty of videos, don't bother people. If you want to hash things out, do it in my comment section. Don't go and bother people. Let's see. All right, here we go. This is happening to people in this fandom, women especially, every day. Many of them do not have the support system or anyone to protect them. So this isn't big enough. Let me zoom in. So this is something that really irritated me because, again, she's making women seem like weak-willed, like we need people to protect us. Again, This is happening to people in the fandom, women especially, every day. Many of them do not have the support system or anyone to protect them. At Team YouTube, please make this harassment stop. Yes, YouTube, please make this harassment stop. This woman is in the middle of a targeted harassment campaign against me because I went and I found she lied, and I proved that she lied by going and doing a Google search and finding all of this information that was publicly available, and I showed everyone that she was lying. Me doing that is not harassment. Her going and calling for people to mass report my videos and mass report me is. That's harassment. And guess what? I don't need anyone to protect me. I can protect myself. I can speak for myself. The implication that women need to be protected, I mean, yeah, some women do. I'm not one of them. I can protect myself. And, you know, there are certain situations where, yeah, I might need help. I might need protection. If we're in the middle of a war zone, or if there's somebody that's going to try to, I don't know, to physically fight me, yeah, I do need help because, again, I'm a tiny hobbit person. But as far as defending myself online, I don't need anyone's help. It's nice for me to see that other people are coming to my defense. That makes me feel, you know, it makes me feel very humbled that people care that much to take time out of their lives to defend me, who's literally a virtual stranger on the internet. That, you know, makes me feel very humbled, and it makes me feel, you know, very cared about. But as far as this, women do not have a support system or anyone to protect them. Guess what? We don't need it. You know, if you're an adult, and if you're a strong-willed, strong-minded adult, you don't need this. You need to learn the hard. I guess you need to learn the hard way. And that's how I learned, by the way. And you know, I can only talk from my own personal experience. Every lesson I've learned in life, I've learned the hard way. I've learned how to deal with grief in, you know, the hardest way I could have possibly imagined. I've had to learn how to do things, again, the hard way. And did I have anyone there for me? No, because at the end of the day, the only person you can depend on is yourself. And yeah, that's a really hard lesson to learn. And it's a really hard thing when you actually have to go and experience it. But at the end of the day, again, the only person I can depend on 100% is myself. I can't depend on my parents forever to protect me, because guess what? My parents aren't going to be here for forever. I can't depend on my boyfriend to protect me and to fight my battles, because guess what? They're not his battles, they're mine. Just like he can't depend on me to go do his job and to do his work and to protect him with his issues. I can be there, yeah, like with the support, yeah, I can be there for support. And guess what? The reason I have that support system is because as weird as I am, I can interact with people. And, you know, I found someone in my life that I wanted to share my life with, and he wanted to share his life with me. And so I have that type of support system. But even then, you know, there's certain things that you can't share 100% with everyone. And I mean, I feel like everyone in the world can understand that. But with this, again, this is something that really irritates me, because she's making these declarations for all women. She said before, women don't have a platform, and women need a safe space, and that women need to ask for permission. All lies. Right here. She wants to paint this picture of women that we're all weak-willed, and that we rely on a support system, and we rely on other people to protect us. That, to me, is extremely insulting. Because I've been in that place in my life where I shouldn't say never, where I didn't have a support system, where I didn't have anyone to protect me. And guess what? I got through it on my own. It's a very hard lesson to learn, but if you want to be all of these things that you claim, you're gonna have to do that. Life isn't easy. I don't know why people have this weird, strange concept that you're all gonna be able to lollygag through life and just have everything handed to you and have everything the way you want it to be 100% of the time. That's not reality, and that's not the way life works. If you do have it that way, then again, you're very ignorant on how life works, because that's not the way it is for a majority of the population of the freaking planet. So that really irritates me. But again, she's going, make this harassment stop. It's like, well, then all you got to do is stop harassing me and stop calling for a mass flagging of me and my content. It's not that hard. And then here she's retweeting that. So let's zoom back out. And yeah, sorry for all my tangents, guys. This is a big issue. Tomorrow, unless there's Star Wars news or Taylor Swift, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Oh, here it is. This is what I thought was funny. The reality is that I'm taking a lot of screenshots, which means I'm seeing everything, and I just need a break to spend my energy on people I love who love me back. May the force be with you. That's fine. That's fine. I take breaks all the time. Heck, this last weekend I took a break, and it was my boyfriend and his twin brother's birthday. And so I went up to, his parents' house in the mountains, and we had their birthday. And it was a great weekend. And I came back, and apparently the world lost its mind again, which usually happens when I go on vacation for a few days. But so here's the thing. You should, and this is actually good. I'll give it a good on her. Take screenshots of everything. I cannot stress that enough, everyone. Because again, when you are on the internet, you're not talking to your best friend. You're not talking to your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister or your cousin, who are all people that have known you your entire life, and they know if you're a reliable source or not. They know if they can trust you or not. You're talking to the internet, which is 99.9% a bunch of strangers, right? You might have interactions with people and you might have gained their trust over time. And so, you become internet friends, and maybe you meet them in real life and they become friends. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're presenting an argument and this is the first time anyone has ever seen you. They've never seen you before. They've never seen your content. They've never seen your Twitter pulled up. But then all of a sudden somebody shares something and it pops into a complete stranger who has no context for who you are as a person, and they see your little declaration that you're making. Okay, you want a complete stranger on the internet to believe you. Why? Why should somebody on the internet believe you? You don't have any evidence. You're not showing any evidence, right? Well, so that's where screenshots and screen recordings come in, because, and we all, if you're on Twitter, if you're on Facebook, we see this all the time, right? You see somebody saying something, but if they have screenshots to show, hey, look at this crazy story that happened. Look at this crazy thing that happened, right? Okay, so you look at it. Is somebody calling you, Tula? I think my boyfriend is calling my dog. She's sleeping next to me. Well, she's mine. She's my baby. Anyways, you see someone, or you see a complete stranger posting something, and then they're saying this ridiculous thing like, oh my God, so-and-so did this. And then it's like, without the screenshots, it's like, what? So-and-so? Who's so-and-so? What? Really? Did they do that? Do you have any proof? Do you have any evidence? So they get all of the questions of everyone asking for proof, right? So you have someone, again, you never seen before, first time seeing their profile or something, and you see them say, hey, so-and-so did this, and then they post the screenshots. That little butt just took my dog. He lured her away. Peaches likes to have Tulip with him. Anyways, brain fart moment. I apologize, everyone. I got distracted. And you neglected your fans. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted because my boyfriend's stealing my dog. He's calling. She was right next to my feet like a good little girl, and he called her away. I like it when she's in here with me, and she likes it. I guess he wants attention. There is no dog. She's delusional. No, trust me, my dog was right next to my feet. Also, I just realized that I don't have my border up. There we go. Anyways, back to my thing. And I think I'm kind of beating this bush a little hard. So that's what she said. So yeah, if you're a stranger on the internet, you're posting something, you want somebody to believe you, you got to have the evidence. You got to have those screenshots or those screen recordings. Again, she's making this statement. The reality is I'm taking a lot of screenshots, which means I am seeing everything. Okay, good. You should have been doing that from the beginning. The second you're on the internet, you should start taking screenshots whenever you are in a situation like this. And yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. You want to know how many screenshots I have on my phone? I just found out because I actually went and I looked at this after I saw this tweet. And I'm like, I have over 15,000 screenshots compiled over the years that I have been on Twitter. And again, not all 15,000 are from the Twitter or from Twitter wars and stuff like that. Some of them are, oh, if I see something and I need to save it, and so I just take a screenshot and stuff like that. But over 15,000, right? Because I keep my receipts. And I talk about that all the time. You need to keep your receipts. So let's go back to her. But also, then you actually see the receipts that she has, right? Now, I don't really have anything. I mean, she sees everything that I have, so I guess she's got screenshots of me. But then I saw, what are the screenshots? But let's read this one first. People seem to be spending a lot of time throwing hateful words at me and reporting my tweets, so I'll save some energy. Y'all, it's true. I'm a sexist, crazy, lying, attention-seeking bigot who deserves to be bullied and harassed because I hate men. Anything else? Just this. So, if she's gonna make this thing, again, I would want evidence. I would want evidence where somebody's saying she's I've said plenty of times she's lying, which she is. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. She's attention seeking. I've said that, which she is. I've never said she was a bigot. I've never seen any evidence of her being a bigot. I have seen some evidence of her. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Let me just cough off camera real fast. I think that helped. Yeah, I think I just have something stuck in my throat. Maybe it's because I keep talking, my throat's just dry. And I need some Vicks Vapor Rubs. It doesn't feel like that. But so, the sexist thing that I've seen is her blaming everything on men, which, yeah, and I pulled this up just to show everyone. What is the definition of sexism? So sexism is prejudice, stereotyping, or discrimination typically against women on the basis of sex. Now, I don't like that it says it's mainly women, because it's not. Women can be sexist against men too. And some of the tweets that I've seen where she's blaming all men for all of these problems. Oh, men are the ones that are gatekeeping women. Men are the ones that are mass harassing women. It's like, that's ironic, because the only person that's harassing me right now that I've seen that just incited this targeted harassment campaign against me, a woman, is her, another woman. So in this situation, yeah, she is being kind of sexist. Some of the stuff she is saying is kind of sexist. And I mean, if you're going to make these declarations against men and you don't want to get called that, because could you imagine if you switch the word men and women when she says certain things and say, oh, women are gatekeeping men and men need to be protected? It's like, yeah, you're going to have a lot of, there's going to be a lot of people who are saying, yeah, that is happening right now. A lot of women are gatekeeping men. Yeah, a lot of women are treating men like shit. But then guess what? Her and people like her are going to lose their minds because they're like, no, women are the ones that are oppressed. Men can't ever be the victims. So yeah, the sexist? Yeah, a little bit. You can look at some of her tweets and you can come to your own conclusions. I would say by the definition of sexism, she is, she's showing those qualities. Crazy, I don't know about that. I mean, I think she knows exactly what she's doing. Let's just say that. I don't think she's crazy. I think she knows exactly what she's doing, and she's playing the victim. And again, ignoring facts and logic, which, I mean, to do this, either you must be a very hateful, spiteful person, or you might be a little crazy. But I wouldn't use that as a descriptive term towards her, per se. Lying? 100%. She's 100% lying. Attention seeking? 100%. That's exactly what she's doing. She's lying. She's not telling the truth. She's using these lies to get attention. That's exactly what she's doing. And as far as a bigot, I haven't seen anything like that. And nobody has said she deserves to be bullied. But guess what? She's made that about me. Let me make this bigger. I just realized it was very small on the screen. Yeah. She's made the decision that I deserve to be bullied because I have everything that she claims that she wants. But guess what? I exposed that she was lying. So she's fine with me being harassed. She's calling for me to be harassed. Ironic, isn't it? Hypocritical, isn't it? Isn't it funny how these people operate? Ironic, isn't it? I just want to use that, the emperor meme where he's just like, ironic. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to do. Will it go back? No, I'm gonna have to go all through this all over again. Watch. Okay, here it is. Where's the Family Guy thing? Okay, so here's the next one. And so this is her again going up to YouTube, crying to YouTube. So at Team YouTube allows hateful and dangerous people to make a living off their platform. Got it. Now again, remember how I said earlier on in the stream, she's referring to me. She's saying that I'm a hateful and I'm a dangerous person. Okay. I have never called for a mass harassment campaign against anyone. I've never said, hey, everyone, let's go mass report this person and let's harass them off of their platform. I've never done that. I pointed out people's lies and I've said, hey, here is all of the evidence that I found. You guys are free to make your own assumptions. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I say that at the end of all my videos. Let me know in the comment section below. I've never said, hey, go harass this person, whereas she has. And we got all of the screenshots of it happening. All of them. Even the screen recordings now. Anyways. So yeah, this is what somebody said to her. Hi, Meg, you do realize you are attacking a woman and trying to get her channel removed. This channel promotes her artwork and is her source of living. I see no harassment from her. If anything, you seem to be targeting people in a vindictive way, which is true. Oh no, what just happened? One of my screens went. That was weird. That was weird. You guys know when you have an old, like a box TV, you know, the one with the box behind it, and it goes all gray with the static? That just happened to my Cintiq. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm getting, like... Does anyone know what that means? Does that mean somebody is, like, hacking into my video? They have screen recordings. I have screen recordings now because I'm on YouTube, and this is this records itself. The tube. Anna, the tech support girl. I know. I don't know what's going on. But so let me make this big so everyone gets a better picture of it. So it says, yeah. I like how she ignores the fact that somebody pointed out, I'm a woman and they are harassing me. So Team YouTube allows hateful, dangerous people to make a living off their platform. Got it. Okay. YouTube has allowed people that literally murder cats. There's a whole documentary on it. Heck, there's still, I think the quartering was exposing this one person that was hurting and like killing animals. So yeah, YouTube does allow dangerous people on their platform. I'm not one of them. I'm just a girl that gives my opinion on things. I go and I find all of the evidence. I do my research and then I present it to everyone and say, hey, this is what I found. This is what I think. This is my personal opinion on this situation. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But this is what I think based on the evidence and the information that was available to me or that I went out and found. Right? Right? I don't think that makes me a hateful and dangerous person. But I like how she just completely disqualified everything that this person said. And this was a nice comment. You know, this person is being nice to her. I wouldn't have said it exactly like this. I would have been a little bit more straightforward and a little bit more stern. That's just me because I don't like to sugarcoat things. But it's like she is, you know, and I like how Meg doesn't take any responsibility for any of the actions that this person said. Also, just so everyone knows, I actually have a direct DM line to YouTube on Twitter. And again, I have taken screenshots of everything. And if I wanted to, I could send all of this to YouTube and say, hey, this girl is trying to mass report me. She's calling for this and they are trying to mass report my video. If there is, and guess what? She reported my video 6 months ago. Nothing happened because there was nothing wrong with my video. YouTube, I guess, reviewed it and said, hey, this report isn't valid. Nothing she said in her video 6 months ago was harassment. It's all just facts. And she went and she did her research. If it was harassment, YouTube would have looked into it 6 months ago and done something about it. But guess what? They didn't because there was nothing wrong with my video initially. But so now she's going and saying these things about me, that I'm hateful and that I'm dangerous. And again, somebody could sneeze and be worse. If somebody could sneeze and be standing too close to me and it would push me over, right? I'm a tiny, tiny person. I'm not dangerous in any way. If you're afraid of the truth, then yeah, I might be dangerous to you, you know? If you are lying and you don't want to be caught lying, then yeah. But at that point, you shouldn't be worried about me. You should be worried about the truth. And you know, it's like the saying that Gina Carano says. It's like, don't try to destroy my life with lies when yours could be ruined by the truth. That's exactly what the situation is, right? Anyways, Quartering is literally talking to YouTube on this topic today. Yeah, because guess what? People on the internet, they like to create issues. They like to create problems because they live in their own little bubble and they don't understand that, hey, just because you feel a certain way about something doesn't mean somebody else does, and doesn't mean that that is the reality of the situation, you know? And when somebody presents them with actual hard evidence and facts, they don't like that. And so what do? They take it out on the person that is presenting those. It's like, for an example, you know, when you have a friend that's dating someone, right? And the person that they're dating is all wrong for them. And you as the friend see it. And it's like, oh my gosh, but you can't say anything to them because you know, if you point out, hey, your boyfriend or girlfriend isn't the one for you, they don't treat you right, you know, A, B, C, and D, and all the reasons why they could be possibly wrong for you. You know, maybe they don't care about you enough. They're not attentive. They put their career over you, whatever example, they're cheating on you, whatever example you want for this, you're always, and I mean, you can see plenty of movies where this is the situation. It's like, well, you can't, it's like, well, if you tell them, they're not going to get angry at the person. They're going to get mad at you for presenting them these facts because maybe on a level, they know all of those things. They know that the person is wrong for them, but they're still attached and they still love them. So they don't want to hear the truth. They're not ready for the truth yet. And so because you're presenting that to them, they lash out at you. It's like the plot of so many freaking movies, so many freaking novels, so many stories. That is the plot. That's something that I think all of us can universally understand and relate with. And so, you know, people lash out at you. And so, yeah, people like the Quartering have to deal with this shit where, you know, somebody's lying or somebody's painting this narrative, painting this little picture, and all he's got to do is say, well, here's the facts, here's the truth, here's the evidence, and they lose their mind because that breaks their narrative, that breaks their little sensitive bubble. It's like kind of what Meg was saying earlier. Oh, you know, some women don't have support systems, some women can't be protected, and it's like, well, you know, I guess you need to be protected. I don't. You're not speaking for me or other women that I know like me. All you're doing is, you know, spreading lies to paint your narrative. And again, all this person did was present facts. Well, also, it's, you know, this is not my source of living. By the way, I do have a job. It's a nice income that's been helping me, you know, get down my student loan debt. It's certainly nice, but it's not my main source of living. And then her response to be something like that, not even acknowledging any of the points that this person made against her. It's all my fault because I'm the bad person in this situation, even though she's the one that attacked all women and men. And I simply put the puzzle pieces together and exposed the fact that she was lying. I'm the bad person, in her opinion, that deserves to get deplatformed. See how that doesn't make any fucking sense? Blows my mind, right? But yeah, I just wanted to show everyone that. What just happened? Oh my God, is her Twitter protected now? Is that what just happened? Oh, look at that. I called it. Look at that. I know I misspelled liars, guys. I'm dyslexic. Give me that one. Look at that. I called this in the middle of this stream, right, guys? Fucking called it. Oh my goodness. Meg locked her tweets. Well, there you have it, guys. And guess I have screenshots just for this person, just for this point. Let's see. As far as go, I just did some checking between Anna and Meg. Meg has 37 subscribers, and her let's see. And her most popular video has 2K views. Anna's is the most popular video has 7. And oh yeah. Well, that's. I actually showed that in the initial video that I did 6 months ago. Hiding because she doesn't like facts. The prophetess. Maybe that should be my title. Jesse's the God Empress, and I could be the prophet. That'd be funny. So yeah, I called this. How funny. Live on air, guys. You saw it here. Well, I guess I can go back to screenshots, right? Right. Let me just make this full screen. So I'm going to have that in the background. It's nice being right sometimes, even though when it's not the best thing in the world. I do like being right. And I totally called this one. Again, though, facts don't care about your feelings. If you're insecure and you don't like that you're lying and people call out that you're lying, don't post it on the internet. It's not that hard. Okay, so let's actually go through all of these in order. So here we go. Let's make this a bit bigger. And then it's gonna do the whole so this was actually I don't want to that one. Let's see. Mindo went Star Wars and fandoms. Oh, here we go. So this was me. This is a little clip, which again is in my video from earlier. If you guys are gonna want to go watch that. So well, yeah. So she's like, "Oh, you called me all of these names." It's like, no. The worst thing I called you in the video was a liar and a clout chaser, which she is. And then this was the context that I showed. It was me showing her channel, which she then privated. Right. Let's exit out of that because I think that was, yeah. So then she wiped her channel, right? After I showed this 6 months ago, she wiped her channel, right? Which she hides. She has a habit of doing this because she doesn't like the truth, which she hides, which she did right now, right? And then where is it where I showed, maybe it's, yeah, guys, I made a whole folder. I was trying to be organized. Let's see, are these hers? Where did I put it? You know what? Maybe it's on one of these. I think I had it up here. It's protected again. There's that. I guess if I just don't update it. Let me find it because I wanted to show you guys this. Where is it? I had a link for it earlier. Ooh, everything's updated. Sorry. I apologize, everyone, for the momentary delay. Oh, well, I guess I found this one. Let's go over to my main account. Sorry. I apologize, everyone. Let's go find, sorry. Technical difficulty. One moment. That's why you got to be a little bit more prepared, which I usually am. I'm just a little bit jumbled today. Like I said, I was trying to prep this before this stream. And I ran out of time because there's a lot of shit to screenshot, right? Where is it? So I think it was a response. It was a reply tweet to something. So I think I can find it. I think it's right here. All right, cool. I found it. Okay. So I think I actually showed this earlier. But so this was a person that was replying to her 6 months ago when this initially happened. And so they show she had 73 subscribers on a YouTube channel, right? 137 videos. And then she wiped it all of a sudden. And then I only found out that she had, because my response to this, let me go back real fast. So I said, she wiped her YouTube channel to hide all of the evidence. And somebody pointed out to me like, hey, her YouTube channel is still up. And I'm like, are you sure? And I showed this thing. And then this person's like, yeah, look, her videos are up, She's got her videos up. I wonder if that's the case now. I don't know. But I mean, just to show everyone, which one is it? Because I don't want to refresh these. Just to show, she has a habit of going and hiding when she doesn't like the fact that people are pointing out her lies. So that's what's been happening to me today and the last 24 hours is this girl has started a targeted harassment campaign against me to get my videos taken down for simply speaking the truth, for simply bringing up all of the evidence that was publicly available online that she put public online and just putting all of the puzzle pieces together. And because of that, I deserve to be deplatformed. I'm a dangerous, hateful person. It's like the only person that I can see that's being hateful is her. The only person I can see that's being dangerous is her with the targeted harassment campaign against me. And she said she didn't like being called names. Okay, don't put out sexist tweets or that are against men and women, that are demeaning to men and women. Don't lie. First off, don't fucking lie. If you don't like being called a liar, guess what? It's really simple. You don't lie. I thought most people learned that when they were children. Apparently not. Now, but now she's hiding because this happened again. It's going to be like a broken record. This happened 6 months ago, and now it's happening again because she came out of the woodwork to make these declarations against men and women, and paint men as the villain, and that women are these weak damsels in distress that need to be rescued, right? And people called her out on that, like me. And what does she do? She demeans my existence. And I pulled this up because I wanted to share this with you guys, because I was like, what is the actual definition of misogyny? Because I know what it is, but what is the Google definition? So misogyny, dislike of, contempt of, or ingrained prejudice against women, right? So that's what the definition of misogyny is, right? So, and I don't know how this works or whatever the proper definition for this is, but here's the thing that my mother taught me when I was young, and my father taught me when I was young, is that women can be really mean, and there's a lot of women out there that hate other women, whether it be jealousy, whether it be greed, whether it be any reason. Maybe they just don't like you, and that I have that happen all the time where it's like, I just don't like someone, and it happens to me all the time in real life. And I remember when I was a kid, I couldn't explain it. There was my mother owned an antique store, right? And she had this friend that I hated. And I was like 5 years old, right? And I hated this woman. I couldn't explain why I didn't like this woman. There was something about her that rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like being around her. I remember I got grounded for a month because my mom thought I was being mean to her, which I wasn't. I just wasn't talking to her. And I get that way sometimes. If I don't like someone, especially as a child, you're taught to respect your elders. I didn't like her, so I just didn't talk to her. I didn't really acknowledge her. And I didn't bother her. I just did my own thing. But I remember my mother wanted me to hug her, and I said no. I was like, no, I don't want her to touch me. I don't like her. I don't want, I've been respectful. I haven't said anything. I haven't been rude to her in any way. Don't make me hug her. And I remember my mom grounded me because I wouldn't hug her. Guess what? A few years later, maybe it was 1 or 2. So this was over the period of maybe 2 to 3 years of this happening to me, this woman being my mom's friend and me not liking her and me getting in constant trouble because my mom wanted me to like her and was like forcing that. Guess what happened? Guess what we found out? And again, I had no reason for why I didn't like this woman. There was something, I got this sense that I didn't like her and I didn't want to be around her. I didn't want her touching me. I didn't want her around my mother. I didn't want her around my sisters, but I was taught as a child to respect your elder. So I didn't do anything. I just would tell my parents I didn't like her. And then guess what happened? Turns out she was trying to steal my mother's business from her. And she was lying to all of my mother's friends and clients. She was stealing money from my mother. And she was legally trying to get my mother's business taken away from her. And she was being sneaky about doing it. I didn't know any of that as a child. Again, I was really young. I just knew that there was something off about her that I didn't like and that I didn't want to be around her. And I knew that she was a bad person, right? So there's times, and my mother still to this day, I'll always bring that up to her. I'm like, remember you fucking grounded me because I wouldn't hug this woman? And my dad kind of laughs about it, but my mom, she hates being reminded of the fact that I hated this woman. And so there are certain times where if somebody ever tells me, hey, I just don't like this person. I don't want to be around them. I don't want to interact with them. And that's the way I do it. If I really don't like someone, I get that bad feeling. I have no evidence or explanation for it. I just am not around them. I just don't put myself in those situations where I have to be around them. I just look, and I've learned this over time. If you just let them, if you have a bad sense about someone, they'll expose themselves eventually, which is exactly what happened in that situation. And I learned that as a young child. So yeah, there's plenty of times if you just don't like someone, you have no reasons for it, no evidence for why this person is a bad person, in your opinion, you just don't like them. I can understand that. But at that point, then do what I do, which is you do your thing, they do their thing. You don't interact with them in their life. Again, a bad person is going to expose themselves as a bad person eventually in life. Now, with Meg here, I wouldn't have known who she was if it wasn't for the fact that she went out of her way to attack groups of people, that she went out of her way to insult men and blame men for every fucking problem in the world, apparently. And she wanted to belittle women multiple times that I've shown on this stream, right? She, women need a safe space, all this platform. She lied about that because I already explained all of that. And then she went and, said, oh, well, women need a support system and to be protected. It's like, again, you're acting like women are the damsel in distress in this situation and that women need a protector. And it's like, do you not see, like, if you're a feminist, right? I think a lot of feminists get really insulted by that because aren't feminists or whatever version of feminist, isn't it always like, yay, women, we don't need no man, strong, independent women, yes, queen, slay, hashtag me too, all of that stuff that feminists are all about, right? So her going out of her way to say, oh, well, women need a support system, women need to be protected. It's like, okay, yeah, some women do. Yeah, I think everybody likes to have a support system, but I don't think everyone should have to rely on one. Again, I've gone through some fucking shit in my life. The hardest things I've done in my life, I've had to do on my own. And I learned how to get through things without a support system, with no one to protect me. No one. I don't have somebody that's protecting me every single day. Again, yeah, I'm sure if I asked my boyfriend for help with something, he would be more than willing to protect me or to help me in whatever way. But at the end of the day, he's not always going to be there, my parents, I can't rely on my parents to protect me for the rest of my life because they're not going to be here forever. Nobody is. And I've learned that the hard way. Again, the hardest situations in my life that I've had to deal with it on my own. And so that statement is incredibly insulting to me. And I think a lot of women would be incredibly insulted by this. But again, this is a person that likes to make up lies, that doesn't like to acknowledge anything that she does wrong. She doesn't take any responsibility for her actions or accept any of the consequences for her actions. She's completely okay with just saying blatant lies on the internet. And then when she gets called out, she plays the victim and she blames everyone else for what she did. It's like, where are your parents? And I apologize if you don't have parents, but there must have been someone there that could have explained this to you because it's not a hard concept, right? Right? And so she's okay. She says women need a safe space, women need a platform. But then me, a woman who has built her own platform, that has done all these things that Meg claims she wants for women, that she's doing her whole Project Stardust thing for, she's okay with mass flagging, mass reporting, calling me a hateful, dangerous person when the only one that's doing anything destructive is her. She just doesn't like the truth. And I mean, denial is not just a river in Egypt. I love that line. It's just, if you don't like being called a liar, if you don't like being exposed for your lies, then don't lie. It's that simple. And what was it? She was, I think I tweeted this. Let me find it. So there's this like one podcast that she does. So she's like, oh yeah, let me find the thing because I retweeted it with the screenshots of it. They're probably, here we go. Let me make this bigger. So it, yeah, let's do this. Let's zoom in. So this was her thing. She wants to fight. It's like, no, I could have thought of a million other things I could have done with my day. But guess what? I do defend myself because unlike what Meg thinks and what she says, I don't need anyone to protect me. I am completely capable. I, a woman, am completely capable of protecting and defending myself. Yeah, if you want to come at me with a sledgehammer, I'm probably going to die, but I'll do the best I can to defend myself in that situation. Guess what? you want to know something, which in that situation, which I know that they'll clip and take out of context, but it's like, I've had my conceal and carry permit since I was 19 years old, and I'm an excellent shot because I know if somebody were to ever physically try to harm me again, I need to be able to protect myself, and I am not a physically imposing person. Again, I think about Frodo Baggins, but a girl with no strength. That's basically me. I'm a tiny human. I couldn't defend myself physically without any type of weapon to defend myself. So guess what? I learned. Anyways, so this is this podcast that she's going to be on later tonight, and it says, this is what the crowd has created. No, this is what she created. An environment where people have to lock down their accounts because of dipshits on the internet. This is what I said. No, this is the narrative that May created. Again, she lied. She got caught lying by me. I showed everyone she was lying, and then she cried the victim and is trying to get me deplatformed. I agree. This is all because internet dipshits that throw shit and can't take it when it's thrown back. Now, there is a link to this podcast on Twitter. Do not bother them. You know, don't go there. Don't harass anyone. I might watch it, to be honest. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what I'm doing it then. It's at 5 p.m. my time. I'll probably be on with Jesse. Don't bother them. Don't harass them. You know, if you do want to go in and watch this, you are more than welcome. Be respectful. That is all I ask. And it says she wants to fight. She wants to fight. Discussion on misogyny and fandom. Okay, let's look up the definition of misogyny one more time. Misogyny. It's a noun. Dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women. Now, I don't know what the correct terminology is for of a woman that hates another woman, but by Meg's actions and by what they're doing, they really hate me, a woman. And maybe it's just me. Maybe they have some kind of vendetta against me, even though I didn't know who this person was or this account was until today. And I only learned who Meg was 6 months ago, and I hadn't thought of her since. So they hate me. They got some vendetta against me because guess what? I present something that they are afraid of, which I go and I do my research. I do work, and I find the truth, and I show the truth, and they don't like that. So remember the whole line with Jack Nicholson, you can't handle the truth? I feel like I should clip that and have that to play that for people like this because they really can't handle the truth. And when they're presented with the truth, what do? They go and they lie about it and they go, she wants to fight. It's like, no, I really don't have the energy. I guess I could muster it up if I drank enough Mio, but again, I have other stuff to do. I got paintings to do. I got a comic I'm drawing. I have actual work to do. Heck, I could be inside making out with my boyfriend because I like, he's really pretty and I like giving him kisses. And I could be taking my dog for a walk. You know, I could be eating. I could be going and munching on some pixie sticks. There's chocolate. I actually do need to go grocery shopping now that I think of it. But it's like, there's a lot of things I would rather do than this. But guess what? They decided to they decided to mass report my videos and try to get me deplatformed. So guess what? I have to defend myself. That's what adults do. Wow. Crazy concept. So yeah, I really have to pee because I have been drinking all of this. So if you guys don't mind, I am going to play, I'm going to play a clip. That's like my pee break clip. And then I will read super chats. So I'm going to play you this clip. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I will be right back. Okay? Sound good? Cool.
You know, like I say, I didn't know it was going to be bought by Disney because this was summer of 2012. Then they announced that Disney had bought Lucasfilm around Halloween, which was October 30th. It was announced. And, you know, we didn't know who the director was going to be. And then they announced J.J. Abrams. And it all came out. It was all very, very exciting. And I hope people are happy. It seems like, because in Hollywood, remember, kids, it's not important if it's of high quality, only if it makes money. Now, I don't want to, a good example would be Transformers. And to be completely fair to Michael Bay, I have never seen a Transformers film. I know they're among the highest grossing films in Hollywood history. I saw a trailer, and I'm too old to process that much information. I mean, the thing looked like it was edited in a Cuisinart. If you try and count 1,000, 2 1,000, and it's just mind-boggling. And they're cutting everywhere where you don't know where you are. I mean, it's cinema of bewilderment, you know. But what I'm saying is, they keep making. All I'm saying is, I've never met anybody that's my age or probably even your age that say, "Oh, I love that movie." You know, most people are disparaging of that particular franchise, but they keep making them because they make huge amounts of money. And oh my God, I just realized this is all on film.
There we go. It's like the perfect, it's just long enough to where I can get pee breaks in because I refilled my water bottle too. Yeah, I'm a little person. My bladder isn't big enough to hold all of that. I made it through just enough. Let me read this real fast. Oh gosh, I know I said your name wrong a bunch of times on stream. Claudio, right? I'm just going to call you by your first name because I really don't want to butcher your last name, so I apologize. Claudio, thank you for the super chat. They are afraid of you because you won't conform? I guess so. Let's see. And I'm just going to grab these ones because they're on my screen, guys. Volcanus Rex, thank you for the super chat. Sounds like some entitled brats can't handle adulthood. Send them back to grade school. Apparently a lot of people can't handle adult school or adulthood. They can't handle adulting. And you learn that the hard way. Okay, so guys, also I unlist all of my live streams. So if you would like to catch the replay of this, I have a live channel where I re-upload all my live stream. Somebody said that the link wasn't working. I fixed it. I don't know if it works. It works on my end. But if anyone ever has any trouble finding my other channels, because I do have multiple channels, if you go onto the channel section of my YouTube, here, I'll show you. And I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. If you go to my, the YouTubes and you go to channels, it shows you my 2 other channels. So if you guys want to go see my That Star Wars Girl live channel, you just go click there, and so that's where all of my live streams are re-uploaded. So here's the link. I'll put it in the chat if one of my mods wants, and actually I'll just pin it. So if you guys want to go over there and you want to watch this on the replay, let me wait for this to pop up over down here. Okay, so I'll tag this. So that's my live channel. If you guys are interested, if you want to watch this after I re-upload it, but I do unlist all of my streams after, just so everyone knows. Okay. Let's see. Claudia, thank you for it. Say my name with a U at the end. No. Claudio? Is that how you say it? Claudio? I apologize. This is why sometimes it's easier when people just have nicknames, because then I don't have to worry about, butchering somebody's names. There we go. That is the most lazy name ever. Oh, be nice. Okay, so let me pull up my super chat window. I really wish that StreamYards would have like a separate section for super chat, so I could just look it up in one section. But also, everyone, thank you so much for being here through all of this. You all watched it happen. I called it at the beginning of the stream. Oh, this is going to be privatized, or she's going to go and lock up her thing. And guess what she did? She did. I called it. But thank you so much, everyone that's been sending in super chats. I do really appreciate it, and I apologize for not getting to them sooner. I just like to get everything out and explain everything, and that way it doesn't ruin the train of thought, even though I do get very, very, mind jumbled sometimes. Also, everyone, if this goes to 3, I actually am going to have to end the stream because me and Jesse have our show, The Matriarchy. And so it's going to be over on Jesse's channel. So this is the link to that stream. So I'll send, if you guys want to watch me and Jesse talk about this a little bit more, you guys can all jump over to that stream. And so here's I think I just posted the link. I'll actually pin that if you guys want to watch that one. But just, if you want to rewatch this, subscribe to my That Star Wars Girl Live, and then right after this, or at 3 p.m., I'm going to have to end the stream and jump over onto Jesse's stream because we have our weekly stream. Some Wednesday, or it's every other Wednesday, it's on my channel, and every other Wednesday, it's on Jesse's channel. So last week it was on my channel, so this week it's on Jesse's channel. So there is the link for it. I just pinned it. I'll post it again. Let's see. So there you guys go. All right, let's get back to the super chats. Also, everyone, thank you so much for smashing the like button. I do appreciate it. We are at 2,000 likes. Holy crap, thank you. All right. Kit Kat, thank you for the super sticker, and it's somebody doing the flexing, so thank you. Mad G, thank you for the super chat. These wackos just need some Mountain Dew Code Red. I want more Mountain Dew Code Red. I couldn't sleep last night because I drank too much, but thank you for the super chat. Stephanie. Oh, what's up, Stephanie? Nice to see you here. Thank you for the super chat. Get him, kid. Thank you. I think I did. Alex Hablitzel, thank you for the super chat. Keep on keeping on. Well, thank you. And they like how I like how they say, oh, Star Wars fans are toxic. It's like every single super chat's been supportive. I don't know what they're doing. Let me grab this because this came up. Ted Comment, thank you for the super chat. I'm sure Star Wars Explained is enjoying your plight. They like to grandstand a lot. One of my few problems with them. Here's the thing. I don't take Star Wars Explained or his wife seriously at all because I watched them. Again, these are two full-grown adults. I watched them sprint away from Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers because he just wanted to meet them and shake their hand and just, say hi to them and have them acknowledge him as a human being in person. And he did that to a couple other YouTubers at Star Wars Celebration 2019 that had said some, really mean things about them. And they, he shook their hand, they met him eye to eye, and they had a conversation. And so that's all he wanted to do with Alex and Molly. And he was really respectful. He waited for, their fans to finish talking to him. And then what did they do? They ran. They sprinted because they are cowards and they didn't want to confront him because they were too much of pussies to look the person in the eye that they had been insulting and slandering for months. So I have no respect for them. And yeah, Jeremy is a very tall and skinny guy. I've talked about how I'm not physically strong. I could push Jeremy over and knock him over. He's not like a physically, and it's not like Jeff or World Class Bullshitters where they're like, oh my God, that guy's a fucking mountain. It's like, yeah, Jeremy's tall, but he's really thin. And so it's like, it's not like he's scary. It's one of those things. So yeah, I lost all respect for them in that moment. Any respect the shred that I had was just obliterated. And I laughed my ass off watching two full-grown adults sprint away from Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. It was fucking hilarious. Let's see. Charlie Spur, thank you for the super chat. Look, first of all, I'm not associated with Anna in any way. Tongue face. Anyway, I finished both Lego SSD and the Imperial Shuttles. Sly face. AT is next. Oh, well, awesome. I personally don't really like Legos. I'm in that mindset of if I buy it and I spend a lot of money on it, I shouldn't have to put it together. It should already be made for me. I'm not a Lego person. I'm happy that a lot of people like Legos. It was just never my thing. So that's awesome that you were able to accomplish that. I don't have the patience for it. Stephanie, thank you for another super chat. I've been a fan without permission since 1977. Project Fake as Fuck. Yeah, and that's the thing. I've seen a lot of women, and you go on my video where I talked about this and did a little bit more in depth, like showing everything. So many comments on my video are from women saying, I never had to ask for permission to be a Star Wars fan. And I've been a fan since before this chick that created Project Stardust was born. It's such bullshit. But again, it's a fake narrative. All you have to do to destroy a lie is show the truth. That's all you have to do and their argument is gone, which is exactly what me and a lot of other people are doing. Charlie Spur, thank you for the super chat. You didn't get your father's permission to be a Star Wars fan. Heathen. My father didn't even know I watched Star Wars. So I was at my aunt's house and she showed me Star Wars, and my parents were at the hospital having my baby sister, and my dad came to pick me up, and I was like, Daddy, I need a lightsaber. And he's like, what happened? Like, what? How does Anna know that word? You showed Anna Star Wars. I'm like, Daddy, I gotta tell you all about Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and my dad was just like, you like that? I just remember he was just in complete shock, and he's like picking me up at my aunt's house, and he's like, "What on earth?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was happy about it though. He was happy. I remember when my dad found out that I was interested in Star Trek, he got so excited to talk to me about it, and that's what I've encountered. The only people that are mean to me or mean to other people that don't like, that like me, that like Star Wars or like Star Trek and something like that. The only people I found that are mean to me about it are people that don't like it. It's people that thought it was weird. Those are the people that I've found have, the resistance. I've never had that problem with other Star Wars fans. If anything, if you meet another Star Wars fan, all we want to do is like, who's your favorite character? What's your favorite movie? Did you read the books? Oh, you did? What's your favorite EU book? Who's your favorite character from the EU? And you try to find that common ground on things that you like and you connect with. What did you think about this storyline? What did you think about this character's death? What do you think about these teachings of the Force? What's your favorite lightsaber form? That's what happens when you meet a person, you find out that they're a Star Wars fan. Don't you remember Step Brothers when they're like, what's your favorite dinosaur? The scene where they're like, did we just become best friends? Yes! That's exactly what it's like. And if you meet somebody that's not like that, then they're probably a fucking asshole and you don't want to waste your time with them anyway. It's not rocket science. Anyways. These Zardos, thank you for that. Keep fighting. We only win against these cultists through solidarity. Truth will only win if we keep seeking it. Great channel. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Christopher Lockwood, thank you for the super chat, even though you did not say anything. I appreciate it. Charlie Spur, thank you for super chat. Anna's dad. She doesn't want to go with you, Luke. She wants your permission. Oh, you baby. You're so cute. Oh, that was so... I cried when baby was like this big. And then he sees R2-D2 and baby Yoda talks to R2-D2 and it's like, oh my god. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. I can't do it. I can't. It's so cute. Oh. Will Lynch, thank you for super chat. Keep up the good fight. Thank you. I will. And also, guys, I'm going to have to end this stream at 3. I can do a super chat catch up. I've never done one before, but I can do one. I just have to, me and Jesse have our scheduled stream at 3 p.m. So it's in 20 minutes. So that's the link to the stream. If you guys want to watch it, I'll have everyone hop over there when this is done. So I'm going to try to get through as many super chats as possible. But if I don't, I will catch them in the roundup stream. Peter version 1, thank you for the super chat. As a Star Wars fan, do you own a lightsaber? I do. I own Darth Maul's lightsaber, and then I have a really nice Darth Vader one that my sister got me that is at my mother's house. And of course I have all those like plastic ones that kids get. I actually found a lot at a thrift store one time. Like it was just a box of like 20 lightsabers, and they're the like $7 one that you can get from Walmart and stuff. And I was like, this is great. I'm gonna buy all of them, because I'm like, when you have friends over and you guys want to fight with lightsabers, you don't want to use the really expensive ones, right? I have a picture of me with my Darth Maul lightsaber, and I'm like standing there in my pajamas. Let's see, it's over there, so I'd have to like really get up and get it. I also have lightsaber umbrellas. Let's see. Anal Rees, thank you for the super chat. I probably said that right. It's Alan, but like Alun. Alan? I hope I said that right. Alan Rees, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Anna, for keeping the receipts. It's good to catch these fake people who just once hate on social media. Maybe for taps on the back or for attention. It's sad and confusing. Respect. Well, thank you. I tell everyone, keep your receipts, do your research. Stephanie, thank you for another super chat. Megs looks for attention. Yeah. Stuart Marcus, thank you for super chat. Hashtag we stand with Anna. Hashtag that Star Wars girl. Exclamation point. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jess Stewart, thank you for super chat. Thanks for standing up for these people. Thanks for standing up for people she's villainized. No problem. And again, I don't see it really as much as standing up. It's just speaking the truth. If you have the truth on your side, you're always going to win. And I really don't like liars. It just drives me absolutely insane when you paint this fake narrative and you're going to lie. It's like, if you're going to lie, if you have to lie, don't be stupid enough to get caught. I mean, if you really wanted to paint this narrative, why on earth did you have your YouTube channel public? That was a Google search away. That could show that everything that you were spewing was a lie. You know? Let's see. Cooking with Ruthie. Oh, what's up, Ruthie? How are you? Thank you for the super chat. I really enjoy your Twitter account. It's very entertaining. I love the Henry Cavill post laughing face. Thank you. Thank you. I know some people are like, what the hell? But I tell everyone that. I'm like, it's a warning. My Twitter, it says, you know, artist, YouTuber, don't at me, bro, unless you're ready or prepared to deal with the wrath of a hobbit. Me. And I say I identify as a mutant, which I do because I am a mutant. I'm glad because it's like I'm getting canceled every day, basically every day. It's weird when I'm not getting canceled by weirdos, right? I thirst over Henry Cavill and I retweet like dog videos. That's about it. That's my Twitter. Let me grab this because it's up on my screen. Disruptive innovator. Thank you for that. Preferred pronoun question. Prophet or prophetess? I think I'll go with prophet. Because the prophetess one is not a, I have a hard time saying it apparently. So I'll go with prophet, but thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Maybe call me the visionary. I don't know, prophet or visionary. I guess though visionary is more gender neutral, I guess. Which I'm not a pronoun Nazi with that kind of stuff. I really don't care. I think it's funny though when people on Twitter, they're like, even though it says that Star Wars girl in my name, they're like, that's a dude, toxic man baby. I'm like, I'm a woman. It says girl in my name, but whatever. Dax Morgan, thank you for super chat. Anna, just wanted to pop in and tell you to check your email. Important t-shirt questions waiting for you. Lots of love. Never let the haters win. I don't have any answers about the t-shirts. So all of my t-shirts that people can order is through Teespring. So I just upload my images and Teespring is the one that produces it and ships it out. So I don't really have any answers about any of that unless it's like, oh, Anna, what are you going to make this t-shirt or this t-shirt or this t-shirt? That's different. But if you have an issue, you have to contact Teespring. But thank you for the super chat. Renzo Phantom, thank you for the super chat. Prophet isn't gender specific at all. It's like teacher. Oh, okay. Then that's fine. Yeah. Whichever one works for you, whichever one you guys want to say. AK Rex, what's up, dude? How are you? Thank you for the super chat. Meg, if you care about me, do this. Normal people, crickets. Society needs Meg as much as fish needs an umbrella. P.S. Been a while. It has been a while. I hope you're doing well. I've never heard the fish needing an umbrella phrase, but that is actually pretty funny. Oh my goodness. But I hope you're doing well though, dude. And again, guys, I'm going to be over on Jesse's channel. We do our weekly show. And if I'm not able to get through all the super chats, I will do a super chat roundup stream. So I apologize if I don't get to them right now. Sinar SJW Elite, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for all the amazing content and your intelligent takes on current culture. You're awesome. They can't cancel you. Your star will only rise. And then it's a emoji with the sunglasses and, you know, the hang loose one. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. What does this say? Ted comment, thank you for the super chat. Also, have to be careful about what we say about SWE because I am one of their mods. Plus, the Chinese propaganda still... Sorry, I blinked. Still, Reefton is everywhere. LOL. What is SWE? I don't know what SWE is. Apologize, I'm not sure. But thank you for the super chat. MJ1 Media, thank you for the super chat. Disney's the boy that cried wolf. They gonna get eaten. Yeah, probably. Avataz, thank you for the super chat. They should they should deplatform you for poor spelling. LOL. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry. I thought I did it right. Apparently not. 70, thank you for another super chat. When I was a kid, the boys loved it that the girls loved Star Wars. Yeah. I mean, I think always there is a time when, and I do this too. It's like, and I found this more with Star Wars fans than with Star Trek fans. And this is, sometimes I like just chilling and talking with Star Trek fans more than Star Wars fans, just because I feel like, especially if somebody that you don't know, when you meet another Star Wars fan, it's like a pop quiz. It's like, okay, well, and then they pop quiz you. They ask you all the Star Wars trivia to see your level of knowledge. And, you know, if you're, to use terminology that I think is appropriate, to see if you're a fake geek or a fake geek girl. And I don't like it when, for a while, I didn't like that terminology, but after a while, after interacting with actual fake geek girls, I get it. I know why that term exists, because it's a real thing. There are fake geek girls that pretend to like something because they want attention. It's blatantly obvious. For a long time, I was really irritated about the second I meet a Star Wars fan, what is it? Oh, it's a pop quiz because they want to see if I'm a fake geek girl. And then I actually met a fake geek girl and I was like, oh my God, I understand. I'm not angry. I don't resent any of those people any longer for making me go through those damn pop quizzes, because it's an actual thing. Anyways, but what was that? What was the super chat? Oh yeah. Thank you for the super chat. So yeah, most people are actually happy when they find another person that shares the thing that they love, and you want to talk to them and you want to experience that with them. You know, it's fun. It is fun to find somebody with common interests as you. Matt G, thank you for the super chat. This liar needs some Mike Oxmald. Oh, choke me. Oh God, that stinking song. 200 Watt Studio, thank you for the super chat. Anna, you missed my super chat. I will get there. 200 Watt Studio, I am very far behind in super chats. You don't need to send another one that says I missed your super chat. George Peter, thank you for super chat. Joe King is live on Indiegogo, 2 books, superhero, sci-fi adventure, 240 pages tall, full of color. DM me on Twitter. Why did you spell Twitter wrong to get free spaceship with books? Cool. Let's see. Guys, typically I don't really like it when people send super chats to promote things, because I don't like promoting things that I don't know any knowledge of them on. I think I've seen George around before saying very mean things about me and my family on Twitter, so I don't appreciate it, but thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Let's see. John Miller, thank you for the super chat. You are a badass. Thank you for the super chat. And I think it's funny that you found the loophole with the word ass with an @ symbol. Thank you. Peter version 1, thank you for the super chat. Meg is obviously sad and empathetic. Stop acknowledging her. That is what people like them want. Also, it is not just people on the left. Right does it too. I don't get political. I don't know what makes politics are. I don't care what makes politics are. I know the facts of the situation, which is she's trying to deplatform me. She's on a mass flagging campaign against me. That's the problem. I don't care what side of the fence she is. I don't care who she voted for. That has nothing to do with it, you know? Benjamin Gaskill, thank you for super chat. Thanks, Anna, for standing against this ugly cancel culture trend that feels uncomfortably akin to book burning. Never change who you are or what you think to suit others. Your work is much appreciated. Stay strong, sister. Oh, well, thank you. That's very kind of you. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Craft 75, thank you for super chat. Anna, keep exposing these people. Keep it up. Thumbs up. It's either a praise or a high five, but that one, flex, kissy, winky face, and heart. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Let's see. What time is it? Ooh, okay. I got 8 minutes, guys. Okay. Again, after this stream is over, I'm going to go over to Jessie Milestone's channel, which is called Mindless Entertainment. We do our weekly stream. It's on her channel. It's on her channel. Sorry, brain fart. Too many things up at once. Her channel this week, it was on my channel last week. So next week it'll be on my channel again. It is our weekly show. Here we go. Let's see. Runs with Phantoms, thank you for super chat. Wow, SGWs are the real racists, the real sexist, pro-segregation, anti-women's liberation, pro-censorship. Yeah, it's that, isn't it? Runs with Phantoms, thank you for another super chat. Me at my worst, a significant number of women in my life manipulate, controlling, lying backstabbers, and I'm still in support of equality. And you get it on both sides of the fence. That's the thing, though. You know, there's going to be bad people in the world. You can't judge an entire gender for the bad actions of a few. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. Let's see. Hey, George, I've seen the screenshots. When all of that stuff was going down with my sister, I saw all of it. Thank you for sending me money, though. Let's see. Meredith G, thank you for the super chat. You may be dealing with someone who has a personality disorder and there is no help for that. Well, learning the lesson is help, you know? Like, again, it's like if your parents didn't teach you this, you're going to have to learn it eventually. And again, if you are going to come and try to mass flag my videos, then I have no, again, you pull a dog's tail, you're going to get bit. She pulled my tail and I bit back to defend myself. And it's not my fault that she pulled my tail and I defended myself, you know? Let's see. How much time do I have? 6 minutes. Okay. Here we go. Doyle Hargrave, thank you so much. Anna, she privated because of my meme I made of her. LOL. Oh, she made a meme? It wasn't because of this string? Interesting. I hope it wasn't mean. Let's see. Concentrate. Oh gosh. Do I really want to read this name? I can't even read this name. I have to open up a link to your damn channel to see what this name is. Concentration camp in Brisbane, Australia. That's a very strange name. But thank you for the super chat. We must also be like Gina and call each person spreading lies. Okay. We must also be like Gina and call each person spreading lies about us on the phone and talk to them like people and ask to talk to them in person to have an open discussion to try to solve their issues with you. Well, hey, I have an email address that anyone can feel free to contact me with at any time. Did she? No. And I know people have complained about, Anna, your DMs aren't open. It's like, yeah, I have to deal with weirdos. I'm not opening up my DMs. If you want to contact me, there is a way. You can email me. My email address is very easy. It's thatstarwarsgirl@gmail.com. If you want to talk to me, you can email me. If you're going to be a hateful, certain type of person, I might not respond to that email because I don't want to engage in that. But if she really had a problem with me and she wanted to say, hey, Anna, I don't like that you're lying. She thinks I'm lying even though I presented facts. I don't like what you're saying about me. Okay, then email me, You can talk to me. There are ways of getting a hold of me. And again, this is a person that I don't think has any interest in talking to me because what did I do? I presented the truth. She didn't like that. Let's see. Admiral Awesome, thank you for the super chat. I love you, Star Wars girl. You and your hairy feet. Oh, thank you. Jeremy Sears, thank you for super chat. Get him, Anna, with all exclamation points. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I have 4 minutes. 4 minutes left. Again, everyone, I will be over on Jesse Milestone's stream in a few minutes. There is the link. And again, any super chats that I miss, I will pick them up in a roundup stream. So again, I apologize. I might even try to do that tonight or maybe tomorrow might be better. We will see, but I will read all of them. Let's see. Stephanie, thank you for the super chat. Fellow CC chick, a girl has to know her limits. Awesome for you, Anna. Proud of you. Oh, well, thank you. Runs with Phantoms, thank you for the super chat. First wave feminists, let women vote and think for themselves. See how that has changed. Claudiu, thank you for the super chat. They are just afraid of you because you won't conform. Most likely. Volcanus Rex, thank you for the super chat. Sounds like some entitled brats can't handle adulthoods in the back to grade. So I think I read that earlier. Let's see. And then another one. Runs with Fandoms, thank you for another super chat. Third wave feminism. Don't you dare flirt. Put women on a pedestal or die. Bend the knee. Immaculate all men. Basically. Claudiu, thank you for the super chat. Say my name with a U at the end, not an O. Okay, so I caught up on all the super chats right there. Let me refresh it. Where is it? Ted comment, thank you for the super chat. I'm sure, oh yeah, I think I read that one. SJ Almighty, thank you for the fist bump super sticker. I appreciate it. Also, the 777 people watching, thank you for the watching. Everyone smash the like button. Also, make sure that you go over to Jesse Milestone channel because I will be over there in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You know what? Maybe I'll end the stream there because it's a super sticker, so I know that that's where I left off at. So everyone, if I didn't get to read your super chat, thank you. I appreciate it. I will do a super chat roundup stream to catch up on all of this. This is the oh gee, what did I just do? Now everything just disappeared. Where the hell is my where's my damn what? Okay. Oh my god, I hate it when it does this. Where's StreamYard? No, it says StreamYard screen. Okay. I lost all of my screens. Let's stop screen sharing. Where the hell is everything? There we go. I hate it when it does that. Okay. I will be over on Jesse Milestone's channel. Here you guys go. This is the link. Everyone go and raid Jesse's chat. I will do a super chat roundup stream either tonight or tomorrow to read all of the super chats that I did not get to in this stream. So I apologize for that. I do just have this scheduled stream. So everyone go over there and raid this stream. And if you guys want to rewatch this, because I do unlist all of my live streams, go over to my That Star Wars Girl live channel, subscribe over there. Once this is done processing and I download it on my computer, I have to re-upload it onto the other channel. So it does take about 4 hours. So just be mindful of that, but it will be unlisted here on my channel and you will have access if you are a member. And so everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Go over and raid Jesse's stream. I will see you guys over there shortly. And until next time, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.
I'll tell you where I thought I came in the forest, when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great entrance. Ah! Ray caught it? She hasn't even